ora whānau. Hey, just wanted to touch base. It's Monday night, and at the moment, as I'm recording this, and this has been the end of a fairly busy Labour weekend for us, but one that's been filled with tons of blessing and much to be grateful for. So the reason that our Labour weekend's been busy is we had an opportunity to host a bunch of my mother and father-in-law's friends and family and celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. Many of you listening to this will know my mother and father-in-law, Alan and Gwen. And just to be able to have them and their friends and many of the people that were part of the original bridal party when they got married 50 years ago, listen to some stories, listen to a lot of people, just acknowledge the blessing that Alan and Gwen have been in their lives over that past 50 years really was an amazing time for everybody that was there. And, one of the people that spoke and spoke to Alan and Gwen and spoke of Alan and Gwen started their tribute to them by saying, it's not very often that you get the opportunity to say these kinds of things about people unless it's at a funeral. And so the ability to be able to acknowledge that and recognize that while they're still amongst us is actually something that really struck me as something that we don't do enough, friends. And it's very easy to get caught up in some of the things in the world that are a bit of a nuisance at the moment. And the trouble with focusing too much on that stuff is that we forget to be grateful for the many wonderful things that happen on a daily basis. And, when you come together and you actually celebrate an event or an occasion, it forces you. This is one of the great things about it. It kind of forces you to reflect on all the good things. And actually, when you start to count up all the good things that are going on or have gone on in the past, you'll be amazed at how much we all have to be grateful for. And, we're in a world right now where there's a lot of people are struggling with some of the decisions that are being made, and there's a lot of people struggling to know what the right thing to do is. But friends, as Christians, each day, if we look for something that is a blessing to us, we don't have to look too far. Now, what have I got to be grateful for? Well, had a wonderful weekend with friends and family, able to celebrate a wonderful occasion. But not only that, I was able to hang out with my family, hang out with my sons. On Saturday we enjoyed the beautiful sunny day. Today we enjoyed a bit of rain. Yesterday was a bit of rain. We were at church on Sunday, and people are learning to cope with wearing a mask. We just had a wonderful time together, and it's great to see more and more people coming back to church and being part of that church family and worshiping God together. And Sunday was a great time. And at the end of Sunday, I was just kind of exhausted, but felt really blessed and uplifted because of all that we had to be grateful for. And today, Labour weekend, Monday, it's a time where a lot of people are planting their gardens, getting ready for their summer vegetables, those sorts of things. I got an opportunity today to do some interesting work and meet for a couple of hours with somebody that's really interesting. I even had an opportunity to cook a meal and deliver it to somebody. Not because they necessarily needed it, but just because, hey, want to do something nice. And it felt like it's just a real blessing to be able to do these things for other people. So friends, I just want to encourage you that, regardless of what's going on, take time to celebrate the little things. Sure, a lot of people come together to celebrate a significant event like this 50th wedding anniversary. But friends, if there's friends and family that you haven't seen for a little while or haven't been in touch with, hey, give them a call, go and visit them and tell them what they mean to you. All right, tell them what they mean to you. This person that got up and spoke at my mother and father-in-law's anniversary and said, it's good to be saying these things that's not at a funeral. Man, that was just a real reminder to me that, every day we have an opportunity, if we choose to pick up the phone and say something nice to somebody. And it might just be the words that they need to hear to help bring a little bit of joy into their day, a little bit of blessing, make them feel a little bit better about themselves. They might be sitting there wondering if they've done any good for anybody, or if anybody really appreciates them. And to get a call, or to do a kind act, or to provide a word of encouragement is not just a blessing to them, but it's a blessing to you as well. Of course, friends, as Christians, we are not immune to the worries of the world and that sort of stuff. But, as I encourage people on Sunday with this benediction from Numbers, if we're relying on ourselves and relying on humanity to provide us with the joy and the peace that we need, then we're probably going to be disappointed. We'll probably be disappointed many times over. The place where we go to for our joy and peace is not of this world, but it's through our Lord Jesus Christ. And listen to these verses here. It's Numbers chapter 6 from verses 24 to 26. And I want to leave these words with you as an encouragement, as I did on Sunday for those who were part of our service. The Lord bless you and keep you. So just recognizing the fact that it's the Lord that blesses us and it's the Lord that keeps us. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. So the goodness that comes about in this life, while we may work for some things and think we have a sense of entitlement, it's actually God who chooses who he's going to be generous with, and his graciousness is poured out on everybody to varying degrees. So it's not from anything that we do, but it's from the Lord, and it's his graciousness to us. And then the Lord turn his face to you and give you peace. The Lord turn his face to you and give you peace. So ponder on that for a few minutes, friends. What does it mean for the Lord to turn his face toward you and give you peace? And this is a sense of peace that can only come from God, and that relationship with God. And not only with God turning his face to us, but us looking into his face, us seeking out God and having a relationship with him, and just sensing that peace that comes from knowing God, regardless of everything else that's going on in our lives. So friends, be encouraged. Take time out to be grateful for the little things that go on every day, many of which we get for free. Take time out to be a blessing to somebody else. Say some kind words to somebody. Pick up the phone. Be an encouragement to somebody else. Thank somebody for what they mean to you, whether it be a distant relative or a friend or somebody you haven't spoken to in a little while. Do it now while you have the opportunity to say it to them personally. God bless you all, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you again.